Hey yo, what's good, family? Welcome back to the show that is to the fans, for the fans, and created by the fans, man. Welcome back to 49ers Roundup. Well, yo, we definitely got a jam-packed show for you tonight. We got some breaking news. We got details of Kyle Shanahan's car accident that happened actually 11 days ago. And we also got some training camp news, some injury news, and everything else. So let's just talk about that and let's not waste your time. So let's round up.
Damn, bitch ass boy, you a fan. Damn, fuck a hood, catch you for a gram. Damn, pussy nigga, do you know who I am? Damn, bitch ass boy, you a fan. Damn, fuck a hood, catch you for a gram. Damn, pussy nigga, do you know who I am?
Well, hey, yo, welcome back to 49ers Roundup. I am D's Rants. Unfortunately, CG Ruthless wasn't available this week, man. He's got some things going on, so that's all right. Man, the show must go on as always, man. Well, at the end of the day, man, breaking news, man. Deebo Samuel is back with the 49ers, man. Like I said last week, it wasn't likely, but the 49ers, with all the injury news that has happened in training camp with Ricky Pearsall that's going on, a little bit more about that in a bit. It is definitely good to see Deebo Samuel back with the 49ers on a 1-year, $7 million deal, man. I definitely feel like this is going to be a great addition. I feel like he's going to be playing that wide back role again. So definitely Kyle Shanahan's going to be using him for that. And I definitely feel that's going to be the role that Deebo Samuel is going to be playing this year. It's definitely not going to be all wide receiver this year. So congratulations and welcome back, Deebo Samuel. Now, the question is, which guest house is you going to stay at? Is it going to be George's or is it going to be Juice's? I got questions, but definitely excited to see Deebo Samuel back in the building, man. I think he'll be a big addition to this wide receiver group, especially if and when Ricky Pearsall can get healthy, who is unfortunately now going to be out with this PCL injury that he has been dealing with since the end of last season. Unfortunately, with these type of injuries, you can't really test these out until you get into contact and competition, and he's been dealing with that. Now he's got some swelling going on in that previously injured knee that he's been dealing with in that PCL, so hopefully he can get back sooner rather than later. This may even require surgery, but he's definitely going to be missing some time. And like I said, definitely excited to see Deebo Samuel back in the building. Also, Christian Kirk is going to be out with a calf strain as well. So he's been dealing with that. So it's definitely good to have Deebo Samuel back in the building. Now, I'm hoping he's going to be back rocking that number 19 because I don't see him getting number 1 back anytime soon. And that 19 still looks good on him. And I still got a number 19 jersey in my closet. So at the end of the day, man, welcome back, Deebo Samuel, man. Happy to see him back. And now we got some news going on with the accident of Kyle Shanahan that happened 11 days before it was reported. So which is a very, very odd and suspicious in some way, shape, or form. But at the end of the day, unfortunately, everybody is okay. So that's the good thing. So everybody is okay. We all know Kyle had some injuries that he dealt with. He got some broken ribs, a broken left hand, severe concussion, and he still showed up to day one of camp. So definitely believe that with everything that's going on with Kyle, man, definitely we're still got y'all in our prayers. Hopefully you are healing up well. But the details is leading up to that accident is kind of the typical thing. You drop your phone, which you already know 9 times out of 10 you shouldn't even have it in your hands-free driving. They talk about all that good stuff and the law and all that, but that's neither here nor there in this case because most people still going to do it regardless. It's like smoking and driving. People are still going to do that. So at the end of the day, Kyle Shanahan was on his way home. Apparently, he had a cell phone in his hand. Apparently, he either dropped it on the floor or dropped it between the center console and the seat. He reached down to pick it up or try to grab it, and unfortunately, accidentally swerved into somebody. Now, there was a thing that was reported last week that somebody might have swerved into him, but Kyle Shanahan did claim fault in this accident. He said the accident was basically all him. So at the end of the day, like I said, everybody's all right, and that's definitely the good thing. And hopefully, Kyle, you heal up real soon. And with training camp going down, and so far, the first few days of camp has been wild and crazy. Definitely has been some great showings from rookies Deshaun Stribling and Kaylon Black. definitely am happy with what I've seen from those guys so far. Deshaun Stridley making 70-yard, making grabs and running 70 yards for a touchdown. Kalon Black looking great coming out the backfield, making catches and showing his speed. And Christian McCaffrey is ranting and raving about that and is very excited about that. And it feels like he's going to be definitely a good addition to the backfield. And now with Deebo back on the team, I definitely feel he's going to either be bouncing between that running back room and that wide receiver room. And I definitely feel excited about where the 49ers are going this year, man. I am definitely happy to see him back. And I'm definitely see what camp has been looking like so far with Deshaun Stridley and him showing out, Kalon Black showing up. Now, unfortunately, we did have a camp scare day one with Romello Height, who did just had some cramps with it, who did get carted off the field day one. But unfortunately, he's going to be all right. It was just some cramps. So hopefully, he's been able to get back into camp and things like that. The 49ers also got some trade rumors going on with Vita Vea, who recently requested a trade from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this dude has been legit for years. So if the 49ers have any interest, they need to go ahead and try to get this guy. This guy will definitely be a key addition to the defensive line, especially in that D-tackle spot. You put Nick Bosa, Vita Vea, also Odigizua, and anybody you decide you want to feel like you want to put on the end, whether it's Romello Height, Michael Williams when he returns, and even though Michael Williams is more of an inside pass rusher, he still could probably do his thing on the outside as well. So there's going to be opportunities all over the place, especially with the 49ers also making some signings due to some of these little injury scares and things like that. So the 49ers also went ahead and signed defensive ends Quentin Bell and KJ Henry. Quentin Bell, who's a former Miami Dolphin, gave some time and had a solid season with the Dolphins last year. KJ Henry, another guy who's a former Washington Commander as well. And the 49ers also signed a local tight end because seeing as the 49ers are very thin at that position, with George Kittle going to be not being ready for significant time, but really trying to put a rush on week one, which is him trying to play super senior, which is crazy work to me. But at the end of the day, hats off to George Kittle because he's putting that at work. But the 49ers went and signed a local tight end named Josiah DeGura. And I think he's going to could be a solid addition, could be a guy that is probably just going to be a roster fill right now, could end up being a practice squad player, but I don't necessarily feel like he could be a guy that's going to make an impact right away. And there's going to be a lot going on with camp, Vita Vea going on, signings, and Christian Kirk and Ricky Pearsall back. And then we also got another injury in the running back room with Jordan James being hurt at yesterday's practice, apparently on a punch out from Fred Warner, trying to peanut punch the ball out, trying to cause a fumble. That's something he's been practicing and working on. But at the end of the day, guys have got to stay healthy. And Jordan James, with him being hurt and Isaac Grindle still being out with a pectoral injury and a shoulder issue, it opens the door for Kalon Black to easily take that number 2 spot. Like I said, now with the signing of Deebo Samuel, that he could come into play in that running back room, especially if they happen to fall short. And, Deebo ended up playing that wide back role, as I had previously mentioned. So at the end of the day, man, we've got a long way to go. We still got weeks to go in camp. Brock Purdy's been looking great. Defense is looking great. It's good to see Nick Bosa and Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw all back together. It is going to be a wild season for the San Francisco 49ers. There's still more room to come and still plenty of more to talk about, man. I'm excited about what we got going on the defensive side of the ball. I still have questions about the defensive back room and what that could possibly be looking like. Now, as far as what I see is what I like to have pictured in my brain is I do like Ephesians Priceock probably on the outside, maybe moving Ronaldo Green or maybe flip-flopping him and Upton Stout. Now, there's been, of course, Dante Whitner had mentioned maybe possibly moving Ephesians Priceock to safety, but Jair Brown has been playing pretty well so far in camp. He's got to pick off Brock Purdy already in this camp. So I do believe that he's going to be making some plays as well. And I do like to see Pearsall on the outside, Diamador Lenore on another. Now, like I said, Ronaldo Green, he did catch a little bit of flack. He did get interviewed yesterday, and he did talk about what he is able to do. And he does kind of got that corner spot locked up in a sense. But Jack Jones is going to be riding high, and if Ephesians Pearsall is going to be right behind him. I like to see, and I don't think you keep a 6'4" cornerback off the field. I don't think that you should do. I don't think the 49ers should be doing that in any way, shape, or form. That's a guy you just don't keep off the field. So hopefully, if Ephesians Pearsall can get around this learning curve and get with some of these receivers, we'll get to see what he's really made of in the preseason. Definitely like to see something happen with him in that cornerback room. I definitely feel that there's going to be interest. Ronaldo Green is really solid and solidified in the spot, being the best cover corner that the 49ers do have. And that's just based on numbers, not just on name. And Diamador Lenore, he's been doing his thing, so he's going to keep continuing to do that. He's got his spot locked up. So it's just going to be a matter of what that picture is going to look like. And Malik Mustafa also, I believe, has an injury as well. I believe it's either a hip. I think it might have been a hip issue. I'm not quite sure, but he does have an injury issue as of right now. So that opens the door for a guy like Jalen Stroman to come in and make a play, Marquise Siegel. So there's going to be guys that are going to have to step up for this defense, regardless of what they choose to do defensively. They're going to have more of a hybrid front. So you're going to see you might see a little bit more of a 4-3 and a 3-4. So you're going to get a mix, and you're not going to know what you're going to see with the 49ers defensively. And like I said, offense is going to be, it's going to be a top offense, man. It's a bold prediction right now. I feel like the 49ers are going to have a highly ranked offense, high-powered offense, and it's going to be a lot of depth behind it. So it's just going to be more than trying to stop a Christian McCaffrey, who you think is going to be getting the ball all the time. There's going to be more than just trying to lock in on a Mike Evans or George Kittle when he returns. And then now with the signing of Deebo Samuels, so defensive coordinators are going to be up late at night and maybe losing some sleep. But we got the Rams come week 1 in Australia. We got a few weeks of training camp. We got some preseason action coming up. We definitely going to be tuning in on all the news. I definitely feel that CGU definitely will be back next week. So until next time, we definitely are glad for you to pull up. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. If you want to drop any of your comments or you want to be on the show yourself, make sure you DM me on Facebook at IMD's Rants. Drop your comments in the comment section. And until next time, this is your boy IMD's Rants, and we are out. And thank you for tuning in to 49ers Roundup. Peace out.
Damn, bitch ass boy, you a fan. Damn, fuck a hood, catch you for a gram. Pussy nigga, do you know who I am? Damn, bitch ass boy, you a fan. Damn, fuck a hood, catch you for a gram. Pussy nigga, do you know who I am?